somebody's approaching us.
Can you guys tell me a little bit more about what you're doing?
You say who did what?
Can you tell me about a little bit more about what you're doing?
We just trying out the new AI facial recognition, and maybe just gathering some license plates. We're not speaking to anyone; they speaking to us.
Yeah, because they're wanting to know why you're taking their pictures. Like we're a business.
Yeah, facial recognition and license plates.
Okay, did somebody send you here?
Yes.
Okay, who sent you?
We can't really get
Okay,
too
then I'm
much.
going to ask you to leave my property.
We have no intentions on going
Okay,
like.
so here's my deal. If you cannot tell me who sent you and you're taking pictures of my customers, then I'm going to ask you to leave my property.
Are there how many workers are inside of there?
I'm not going to answer you, sir.
We wasn't even going to be here long, just like a couple
I'm gonna
hours.
go ahead and call the police.
No, you
Wait,
ain't got to
wait,
do
wait,
that. Hold
wait,
on.
wait.
Real quick, come
We'll
back.
talk to you. We'll
Come
talk
back.
to
No,
you.
don't do that. Hey, come.
I have
Oh,
warrants. No.
come here, please. Let me. I'm sorry. I can't hear you with the cars. I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
You said who did what? What's she saying?
Huh?
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
Yes. So we're just standing out here documenting, recording.
Alright guys, the camera is already rolling when someone from the business approaches with concern written all over their face. Two individuals are standing on a public sidewalk, quietly recording what is visible in plain sight. The questions begin immediately. What are you doing? Who sent you? Why are you filming our customers? The response is calm but unusual. Testing AI facial recognition, capturing license plates, documenting public view. That answer only fuels more suspicion. The manager demands they leave the property, but here's the twist. They're not on private property at all. They're on a public sidewalk. And in that moment, a simple misunderstanding begins turning into a constitutional confrontation.
Documenting what?
In public. Huh?
What are you documenting?
Oh, anything we can see. A lot of different businesses.
Okay,
And,
well, I will tell you, I drove past here about
Yeah.
15 minutes ago, and you guys were standing right here,
right. Yeah.
facing them,
Right.
still recording. Why would you keep recording them if you're doing everybody? You should.
We're pointing at us.
We're getting some B-roll.
Well,
footage.
can we ask you a serious question? First, what is your name and your badge? I can't see.
Wiggs 2092.
So, Officer Wiggs, with all due respect, and if you can please de-escalate, what rights do we have right now on this sidewalk that you are here to
I'm
defend?
asking you what you're doing. That's
What
all I'm
rights?
saying.
What rights do we have? Are you here to defend, though?
I'm just documenting. I'm recording.
We told you.
So
Who?
you do.
I have a what?
Why you screaming, ma'am, I have a warrant, please don't call the cops.
Yeah, you don't call the
Yes.
cops. I have like 50,000. You don't know who's watching, you know?
But
I understand what you're saying about privacy. I understand how everybody feels. They weren't doing anything. So I just wanted to say that. I don't know exactly what they're
You were
doing.
just a little escalated, though.
you was, KJ. What rights, though, do we
Okay,
have?
first of all, I raised my voice because
You're
you
doing it
said
now.
multiple times, because you can't hear me because of the
Stop
cars.
screaming. We can hear
Is-
you. We're right here. We are right. We don't need you. Goodbye. Goodbye. We don't want to talk to you anymore. Goodbye.
And you a corporal. You about to be a...
Traffic noise, raised voices, and crossed communication create instant friction. The cameramen repeat that they are documenting in public. The staff feels targeted. Nobody is really listening. Then police arrive. Instead of clarity, the tension thickens. The officer asks what they are doing, and they ask a powerful question back. What rights do we have on the sidewalk you're here to defend? This is where the focus shifts. This is no longer about cameras. This is about knowledge of the law versus emotional reaction to discomfort. A public sidewalk becomes the stage for a debate about rights most people don't fully understand.
sergeant, you know, so...
No, she's not.
She got at least one
She's
stripe.
the chaperone.
They gave it to her.
Okay, let me go ahead and see your ID if you want to be that way.
Do what?
You have to show me your ID.
Let's get a supervisor out here. You need
Right,
reasonable,
right now,
articulable suspicion
I'm
of a
doing-
crime. You need reasonable,
Articulate the crime.
articulable suspicion
pet
of a
check.
crime.
Articulate the crime.
I just told you.
Yes.
give ideas
She's
to
finna really make
everybody.
her department look bad.
Articulate the crime.
Don't violate our constitutional civil right.
We're out here documenting on a public sidewalk. She must arrest Google then.
Manager, if I put on supervisor my location.
Please.
I don't think she can read.
It's okay.
So you told me to de-escalate, But now you're making smart remarks.
Well, there's a book right here for you to look at. You haven't looked at it yet, so I was just curious.
I mean, if this is all you have to do all day is sit here and hope the police will pull up.
Did we call the police?
KJ, this is a perfect time for you to educate them. Not come at us asking us what we doing. You could have went straight to them and said, hey, look, they on the sidewalk, seem like they exercising their rights. Just don't pay them no mind. Instead, you escalating though. What rights do we have?
Right at me saying, tell me what
Listen to
you're
your
here
tone.
for.
Your tone is just disrespectful.
My tone is because if you
Well,
want to
I
watch
don't
from
like
the
it.
beginning of his video.
Things escalate when the officer requests identification. The cameramen push back with legal precision. You need reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. They request a supervisor. They insist they are engaged in protected activity. The officer appears frustrated, possibly feeling challenged rather than informed. What could have been a quick clarification is now turning into a drawn-out standoff. The cameras keep recording, capturing not just the interaction, but the difference between enforcing law and asserting authority without clear legal grounds.
I did say that.
I can't hear you.
But it's how you
So
wording
you
it.
have to raise
It's
your
how you
voice.
wording it though, Miss KJ.
Cars coming by. That's loud.
Now, sir, now what would have happened was,
I'm not a sir, but okay.
sir, if you would have just went inside,
See,
got it
you
from,
want to be disrespectful, and then you
it's not disrespect.
I'm not a sir, so why are you going to call me sir?
I'm sorry, I seen KJ.
That's my initials, first of all.
Sir,
Doesn't mean my
listen,
name.
all we wanted them is to get the education. If you just came up and just educated them,
Ma'am.
okay?
Hey, don't point your fingers.
In your policy, you're supposed to be respectful though. That's in your policy.
Sir, really?
I don't like.
This supposed to be real easy and smooth. You said Miss KJ. This supposed to be real smooth. You didn't park right. Look, you blocking the entrance.
Got your lights on. Now you're scaring people away from the business.
People can go around me.
They're scared. They're scared of those lights.
You came straight to us. You should have went to them, said, hey, is that where they been all day? They have every right to be there, and left it at that. You come and questioning us. We just rolled past. We seen you record. Yes, we recording there from public. We have every right to record in public.
I could stand out here all day if I wanted to.
That's true, you can.
So that 15 minutes ago was irrelevant.
So then you was like, your ID. We need your ID. Your ID.
I asked the
You
applicant,
pushing
he said he
it.
has a warrant.
You pushing it. You pushing it, KJ.
Did you hear me say I had a?
Now the argument shifts to tone and respect. The officer feels disrespected. The cameramen feel targeted. They explain this situation could have ended in seconds if the officer simply educated the business staff instead of confronting them first. Patrol lights flash, unintentionally scaring customers and disrupting the business more than the cameras ever did. Ironically, the police presence is now creating the disturbance everyone claimed to be worried about from the start.
You should have educated that lady. That was a perfect time to educate her. That these guys like they just recording in public. Just don't give them no mind.
And
If you don't give them no mind, they'll probably go away. They're
Even
not
if I
going to stand
did-
out there forever.
Even if I did have a warrant, you need what? You need reasonable suspicion.
And he said warranties.
I have a lot of warranties on my vehicle.
But she's going to tell you anything to make you come out of here, get out of your position, and try to do something. She made all those accusations so you would come in.
Your idea today is not to have the police come and contact me.
No, just to record in public. And if someone approaches us, we would educate them on what we was doing. Miss Jersey that was right here trying to speak with you, she would have told you how respectful we was. We
She
spoke
did.
with those
She
two.
did, yeah.
We spoke with those two ladies. It was just the manager that came out chirping. The other two workers, they had no issue. But the manager
I
though.
promise you, if I was to start recording you guys,
Uh-huh.
you would have a fit.
No, I wouldn't.
Are you not recording?
I'm talking about if I'm in a store and I walk up to you and I just start recording
In
you,
a store, that's private property.
that's public.
No, a store is private property. We're out in public.
Okay. The point is.
No, you need another example because that was a horrible
That
example.
was a horrible
You're telling
example.
me if I'm walking on the sidewalk, I can keep walking beside you and recording
We
you.
wasn't
I'd be like,
doing
"What's
that,
up?
but
What's
that's
up?
fine.
Yo,
I would say,
what's
hi,
going
Mom. What time is this airing? This is going to be on TV?
So what you're saying
Hi,
is you should be
Mom.
fearful of a camera.
Well, it's not going to be on.
The discussion becomes philosophical and sharp. Public versus private property. Expectations of privacy in modern society. Cameras are everywhere in 2026. Phones, stores, traffic lights, security systems. So why does a citizen with a camera suddenly become suspicious? The officer struggles to explain this without referring back to feelings instead of statutes. The cameramen stay focused on one message. Recording in public is not a crime, and discomfort does not override constitutional rights.
TV. It's going to be all over wherever you post it on social media.
TV.
In 2026, where can you go and you're not being recorded?
Exactly.
So what
That's
is
what I
it?
tell people all the time.
So
I don't
what
know
is
why
it?
they commit
So what is
crimes.
the issue, Officer K.
I'm done
Jane?
talking.
What is the issue, Officer K. Jane?
We show strapped in or 211.
Oh God!
This the supervisor.
At least it's a guy coming. Maybe he a thinker and not off emotions.
Sir, we don't need to. Sir, we don't need to hear you
Okay,
anymore.
you think it? Go ahead and post it so you can tell everybody how you're called a female sir, and that's not disrespectful.
Well, we don't know. We don't know. We're not sure this day and age.
Okay, I told you I'm a female.
Well, I said ma'am at first, and then I'm saying sir now.
Okay.
Well,
ma'am.
we apologize. We just.
No, because you could keep a smart remark and the whole thing. You're not recording yourself as you're making
Actually,
these
I am.
movements.
Because-
I am. It's on a two-way.
Is this your supervisor? This is just backup. Come on, can we get a thinker over here?
They literally, you're standing here trying to get police calls.
For how long? For how long were we here?
At least 15 minutes.
Exactly. What if we're doing B-roll? We're getting people coming and going. How do you know where we were before this? How do you know how long we were standing?
You
out
are
there?
a law enforcer, not a feelings enforcer. They have a right to be there. Fuck how they feel. They have a right to be there. That's all should have been.
Backup units arrive. The cameramen sarcastically hope for a thinker, not a reactor. They repeat their stance. Officers should educate the public when called to scenes like this. They explain they were gathering simple B-roll footage. Nothing targeted. Nothing illegal. Just documenting daily life from a public vantage point. The contrast between escalation and education becomes clearer with every passing minute.